So now what we need to use is a lot of paper towels and a lot of isopropyl alcohol or isopropanol, whatever you call it. That's used to wipe out the old gummy paint, and I found that that's the only way basically to get rid of it. You cannot use any sandpaper because, as you can see, the plastic has its structure, which obviously you would destroy with sandpaper. That works very good. It's very time consuming, but it's worth it. Then you need a brush and some APC for cleaning. Something you would need to, or something you would use to wipe out any grease or oils from the surface. I use petroleum ether. And then there is products from ColorLock. I consulted it with them and I think that's the best way. Basically, you need a GLD thinner, then leather dye, and what I did actually before, I sent them small part of plastic which was in very good condition to match the color, because the one you can buy on the internet has a different color. Apparently black and black is not the same. So I use this plus 7 or 8% of hardener. It's called IC2. And then I use also clear coat for leather, of course, with 5% again of the hardener. Okay, so now I disassembled everything. As you can see, I have quite a lot of parts here. This one would be problematic because of these icons here. Rest, as you can see, is scratched. Not that bad actually, but could be better. This one is not plastic. This is metal. You can also notice, or you don't, I don't know, the difference in color between original. Here you can see it, because it was behind this element, right? So it was kind of graphite color, not really that black, comparing to here, which was touched all the times for last 20 years. This is completely different color. I hope that the color I have match this one. Actually, we can compare. Yeah, that should be this one. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is to clean it, basically, with a brush and some APC. So that was the easy part. Now the worst one. So we have to get rid of the old paint with the isopropyl alcohol. What I really suggest you, wear gloves. That's a really dirty part. Okay, so it went super slow, so I found a little bit better way to get rid of old paint. Basically, first what you do, you take the dishwashing pad and you get rid most of the old paint with this more abrasive part. It shouldn't damage the structure of the plastic. Nevertheless, it makes things way easier. Yeah. So I'm basically in half of the job. And believe me, that's a lot of work basically. So far I found out that basically you have to wear the worst clothes you have, secure everything here because that's a really messy job. Of course you have to wear the gloves. I also use one of these face masks because the isopropyl alcohol stinks a lot basically, and yeah. The best way I found is this foams for dishwashing or magic sponge. This is a little bit better, but I have only one of them, so so of course I just tried only. You need a lot of them and a lot of paper towels to wipe out everything you clean. I managed to clean most of the old gummy rubber layer, whatever you call it. I managed to keep the structure of the plastic. Nevertheless, small residues of the old paint is still in there, in the structure. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Later I will try to paint just one of the elements to see if it looks okay after that. If not, well, there will be still a lot of the job to wipe the old layer from the structure. It is possible basically because I did it previously here, but it takes a lot of time. Okay, so what I do is I take this and scrub. a lot and a lot and a lot, and then wipe out with the paper towels. And after some time you will get something like this. You can notice that the plastic beneath is more gray, so it's, you can easily, oh, you can see it here, because I tried to remove also scratches from here, so you can see when the old layer is gone. Okay, so we have to adjust the spray gun to put the thinnest layer possible. At least I will start with that. Okay. A little bit more. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. And what I will do, I'm starting with the element which is not really visible. I think it's still too much paint. carefully. Right, so we are after first layer. Just to give you an idea, the layer is that thin. I tried to adjust the spray gun here. It seems that there is almost no coverage, right? But look. It starts to look very, very nice actually. I was expected that the structure will be much less visible after padding, but yeah, it's really nice. Here, before I realized, I put much thicker layer, and it looks really not that good as here. So that's why you should start from the elements which are not that much visible, because believe me, you don't want to scrub it again. I hope you can hear me because I'm still in my face mask. Okay, so we go with second layer. So after second layer, what I observe from previous tests is that it is really worth to wait between layers to get really dry with the previous one. And also the secret is super thin layers. Here I put really thin layer. It's almost invisible when you paint it. And here I went a little bit more aggressive, and you can see that there is huge difference. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that Color Lock suggests that you can use a heat gun to speed up drying. But from my previous tests, it's really not worth it. The paint after such drying is different. It's hard to describe it, nevertheless, I prefer to let it dry for some time, yeah, I don't know, 30 minutes between layers. And then it looks really nice. So I just finished fourth layer, and what I recommend now is to take really good spotlight and inspect everything if another layer is needed. Because after all it's black and not so easy to see any flaws. Yeah, you can see that here, for example, fifth layer could be needed. So this is repainted. This one. This one is okay. And of course the biggest element, the central console. Oh, here inside definitely not covered. Yeah, one more definitely. Here not really. Yeah, from this point on I will use another one. Another layer, of course. Okay, so after 4 or 5 layers of black dye, I would have to apply at least 2 layers of clear coat with hardener. There are 2 options. There is glossy and matte one. I will use matte. Okay, so we are after 2 or 3 layers of top coat. Here is the original element. I only clean it, but you can see the original color here. Let's compare. Yeah, for me it is pretty perfect. Now I will leave it for a night or even more to settle down, to let the paint to harden, and I will install it in the car and show you how it looks like as a whole set in the car. So day after, it looks really nice. It gets hard. It got hard. The durability is also pretty good. I will try to scratch it. Yeah, so what I should do right now is to fit everything together in the car. Okay, and here we have a final effect. Was here already. Yeah, so for me pretty good. Thanks.